kind of don't know what this movie's about. It's Gods of Egypt. I'm Andrew Jupin.
Steven Sadek.
Eric Siska.
Chris Cabin.
And we hate movies. Welcome to We Hate Movies. Thank you for tuning in. As always, this week, some of the worst of 2016 month continues here on the program. We're talking about Gods of Egypt. It's directed by, I will say, Fall from Grace director Alex Proyas. This guy just keeps getting worse.
Yeah, that's true.
He keeps getting worse.
I think he's done. I think that's the end of it.
Is this the end of it?
Really?
Yeah.
Was this? I guess this was a big, like a big flopper.
This is one of
belly
those
flopper.
It made money, but barely.
Barely. And it was also one of those situations where the guy, and if you can smell the desperation from a fucking mile away.
There is a desperation.
He blamed the failure of it at the box office on critics.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of those guys.
You know what? Here's the deal. I know some of your kind like to think this is true.
Sure.
You don't wield that power.
No, of course we don't. Is everybody fucking stupid? Of course we don't.
Ninth Transformers movie, ladies and gentlemen. Critics can't have any say.
There were 3 Hangover movies, man. Do you think we have any power? Shut up.
That's 2.5 too many.
We got Gerard Butler.
Yes.
We got Jamie Lannister.
Yep.
Yes.
We got some little kid who could care.
Yeah.
I think he's part mosquito. That's how annoying this guy is.
my
I think
Lord.
he's the giver. In the giver.
He
I,
is the giver.
He's the giver.
I think he's the giver.
You're right. He is the giver.
Now, what's
I did
the
see
tomato meter say about the giver?
I think it's a rousing success. A 72.
Oh, really?
No,
No,
it's not. It's like a
everybody-
12.
Oh, okay.
Nobody liked
Oh,
that.
man.
Nobody likes that
So,
movie.
and this young fella's playing a character named Beck, the traditional ancient Egyptian name.
He's
is
trying to
Beck.
define the logic of our sex laws is the thing.
Oh yeah,
Calling out Odelay as he does it.
yeah. Gerard Butler's a real midnight vulture.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely is, dude. Taking in the night.
Yeah, Brenton
Yeah.
Thwaites said, I might be a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me, right, guys?
Oh,
Hey,
man.
who here is a Gen Xer?
Oh man, you know
well,
what? We're
speaking-
sitting
well,
here
that's
in the
all-
we're in the We Hate Movies studio, man. We got 2 turntables and a microphone sitting right over there.
But speaking of Gen Xers, the credits, the opening credits for this, I thought I was getting ready for a Godsmack video.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Voodoo was about to kick in.
the font, the font is vibrating, ladies and gentlemen. It's downright vibrating.
You like a good vibrator?
I do, but not on my font. My fucking
You
balls.
want it on your back. Oh, that's just...
Oh, mercy. Who else is here? Elektra, she's hanging out.
Yeah, Elodie Young played Elektra on the Daredevil show. She's a great Elektra.
Yeah,
So
she was
far,
really
our
good.
best Elektra to
No,
date.
it's-
I'll tell you what, I only got to the episode where Daredevil goes, Elektra? And then credits.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in
Oh, it gets
season
better.
2.
Hey, you know that guy's not American? I don't want to
Wait,
spoil anything.
what?
For the guy who plays
Gerard, wait,
Daredevil.
who? Daredevil?
Yeah, the guy who
What
plays
the
Daredevil.
fuck is he?
I know I think he's an Irishman.
Oh man, we gotta build a wall.
Yeah?
In the middle of the ocean.
No, well, yes, we need. You know what? It's taking food out of an American actor's mouth.
I see.
Yeah,
Did you
Ben
know
Aff-
that Michael Rappaport actually believes that?
Michael Rappaport.
Michael
believes that he
I-
could have played Daredevil.
No, like he's one of those guys. Like he actually, I watched him get angry in an interview over like all the British people taking the superhero
God.
roles.
Oh, yeah, because you're getting fucking robbed. Okay, Michael Rappaport.
He could have played
Nobody.
like if maybe,
Hawkeye.
Yeah, maybe
No.
if Tony Stark
couldn't
like
have played anyone.
got like an AI chip that was from Staten Island, like
Sure.
that's what it would be.
I'm just saying, I think Vision should listen to more Tribe. That's all.
Yeah.
Did anybody see my documentary about Madison Square Garden?
I did see the one
I
on
did,
Tribe
actually.
Called Quest, and it was good.
It's excellent.
Loosely featured in this episode, Gods of Egypt.
Sure. I can't bring myself to do
I
it,
know,
Steve.
it's
It's 128 minutes of fucking nothing.
Man, I almost fucking fainted when I saw that runtime. I almost fell right over.
The short answer is it's a movie that takes place in a fake ancient Egypt.
Wait, what?
The
Matrix past.
I don't know. Wherein a bunch of ancient Egyptian gods who were all about 8 to 10 feet tall.
Now, this is what
This is
immediately
great.
this
This is the
movie is
first
really stupid. Why? Either they're
because of the Gandalf.
either they're giants, so they can indeed be gods among men, or you're just as tall as everybody else. This is the stupidest thing.
They're doing like all the humans are like hobbit size, and
Yeah.
and gods are like big old Gandalfs running around. you
Yeah,
know?
and nobody's looking at the bigger person's eyeballs.
And it
No.
just shows no confidence in your actors that they won't have the presence. Like on Game of Thrones, fucking Kingslayer, he doesn't have to look like he's 9 feet tall for me to like respect him or be imposed
Yes,
by him.
I do appreciate that you called him the Kingslayer. I will say.
You know what's bullshit? In the first scene, somebody called him the Lion Slayer. I was like, can't do that.
No.
Hey, can't do that.
Oh, because he killed Robert Baratheon, or was
Well,
accused
no,
of doing so.
Robert Baratheon.
He's that big
who's-
fat Mark Addy, right?
Sure, but
Yes,
his
he got
sigil,
killed by a hog.
his family sigils is a stag. So, but the thing is, the Lannisters, which is what Jaime Lannister is, their sigil is a lion. The lion can't kill lion unless you're talking about Tyrion killing his father.
Oh, we just went down the rabbit hole. Didn't
I
we?
wasn't, but thanks for the information.
But I mean, we're going to end up fucking talking about Game of Thrones or anything else but this movie.
Because
Literally
there's
anything
nothing here.
else.
Yeah.
And
So basically, we'll get to it. So the king dies, and then like every
Excuse me, Cocktails Bryan Brown.
Oh, I was going to say FX is Bryan.
No,
Brown.
no. Cocktails Bryan Brown.
FX is Bryan.
Have you ever seen a more fucking unearned suicide in a movie than Cocktail?
stay tuned. That's
That's fair.
And excuse me,
Tom Cruise is so fun in that movie. Twitter.
well, he's flipping bottles.
He's living bottles.
So now this guy is a god king.
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm. And he gets killed by his, let me check my note here, god brother
Yes.
named Set.
Set.
God of the
Gerard
desert.
Butler.
Oh, please.
Egyptian Gerard Butler.
That's
Man,
Oh,
you
he
know,
is from the back country of
Sure.
Egypt. He's from the desert, I guess, the Sahara. And maybe they talk like that in certain pockets.
no,
It's
no.
like an
No.
isolated tribe.
No, you're making up nonsense to explain
so
nonsense.
isolated. It's literally one person.
Once the internet went aflame when the poster for this movie came out. It was Gods of Egypt. Had Nikolaj Coster-Waldau, whatever that. How do you say that?
Coster-Waldau.
Jamie Lannister.
The
Jamie Lannister.
whitest person in Hollywood right now.
And
The
it
Great
had,
Dane.
it had-
You know what, Kevin? Let's not get nuts. He's not in Hollywood.
In outer Hollywood.
He films a television show mostly in Ireland and Iceland.
he's good.
He is good.
Hey, Spain sometimes and Croatia. as
Hey,
well.
that's terrific.
It had him, Gerard Butler on it, and everyone was like, "Wait a minute,
Wait, no.
Gods of Egypt."
Hold on a second. I was convinced when I put this movie on the other
Yeah.
night. I was like, all right, where's Christian Bale?
Oh,
That's the
is it-
Ridley Scott movie.
What's that
Gods
one
in
called?
Egypt.
Exodus, Gods and Kings.
Gods and Kings, yes.
That's also white people playing.
So
They
what's-
call that
Egyptians.
whitewashing these days.
Oh,
Is
Man,
it-
I've done that to a fireplace.
And it is
Looked
absolutely,
beautiful.
Jesus.
it is deplorable. It is awful. But I was at the movies watching Silence the other day, and there's a real snooty couple next to me, a white couple, and
Oh shit! Wait, were they in it?
look out for them.
Yeah, go on.
and Ghost of the Shell trailer came on, and the guy went to his girlfriend. He's like, whitewashing 101. And I was like, really?
Oh,
Are
wow,
we
dude.
really saying that at the movie?
How much-
Did he burp and an issue of the New Yorker came out of his mouth?
And I mean,
What
like,
a shithead!
again, that movie's you just throwing around buzzwords in casual conversation just bugs me.
Wait, didn't we just do it with whitewashing?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like, it is what.
Well, this isn't a casual conversation.
Yeah,
we get paid to
this is-
do
yes.
this.
Oh, this is.
We're fucking professionals.
Yeah. All right.
Nice, he bought it.
Well, Exodus is so much because it's.
Did you
fucking
see this movie?
Of course, I saw this movie. It's fucking
Of
garbage.
course, I saw
So-
this movie.
So
by
this
the way,
is Gods
It's
of
Christian
Egypt,
Bale.
and that's Exodus:
Bale.
Gods.
Bale. He played Batman 3 times.
Christian
Get it
Bale.
right.
What the
Shit.
fuck did he say?
Bell.
Bell.
He's thinking Kristen Bell.
I was thinking of Kristen, Bell.
Oh wow.
What?
That
I
would
mean,
be-
when am I
make
not?
Better. Probably make a
Right.
better.
Here's the thing:
Egyptian
if you're a lighting engineer on a project, you're hoping Kristen Bell comes to set, and not Christian Bale.
If you're Christian Bale's mother, you hope Kristen Bell's coming home for Thanksgiving.
The other Egyptian god in that is Joel Edgerton, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
a lot to
That's a bit of a problem.
And their gods, are they the same gods as these gods?
I don't believe so. No.
No, I think that he's one of them's Moses, and the
Moses.
other one's Moses Ramesses, I believe.
Yes.
I
think
read
that's
the
it,
Bible
yes.
once.
Dude, did you read the whole thing?
No.
Oh.
I went to Catholic school.
I heard it gets good like towards the back.
Yeah, it's good. The appendix is fantastic.
I will say that Gods of Egypt, thank God, just to get us back to it, is
Yeah.
a much more colorful movie, at least,
There's
than
at least-
fucking
Mm-hmm.
Ridley Scott
But-
gray panels.
Yeah, you know,
the white people are a problem
Yes.
in a really big way in a movie about ancient Egypt, and you've got nothing but white people. You have Chadwick Boseman there, and that's about it. I don't even think you have an actual honest to goodness Egyptian in the main cast.
No,
do
there's
you?
probably a couple extras.
well, the main cast.
Oh, well,
you know,
no,
speaking,
no.
Speakers.
No.
We call
We're
those
trying to put
speakers.
this. We're trying to put this movie in theaters.
Was this supposed to be a talkie? Did
I
I
think
have mute on the whole time?
this is the first time I think I've seen Chadwick Boseman be bad in
Yeah,
something.
he was bad.
Because it's not great, but I think that Jackie Robinson movie's okay,
Yeah.
and he's fucking awesome as Black Panther.
Sure.
The James Brown. He's great as James Brown.
Oh, get on up.
He is
I didn't
great
see it.
in that.
But the thing is, it's not only just the white thing; it's the British thing. Why does everyone need to be British?
That's
Chadwick
what
Boseman-
I'm saying. Michael Rappaport.
No, but everyone's
Hey,
talking.
Ramses.
Everyone's
He could
talking.
have played Set. Michael
could do-
Rappaport is Set.
I could play set, Mark. God.
Now this scarab represents
Scarab.
Why not? But it's everyone needs to have a British accent for Chadwick Boseman, who's an American, is doing a fake hello, I'm an Egyptian man.
He's doing a Peter O'Toole impression.
See, that's the thing is, it's like that is like the imperial
Yeah.
accent, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's.
You
I
did
mean,
it-
it's
you did it-
hearkening back to when we did this all the fucking time.
Sure.
In
Yeah,
Hollywood, and
exactly.
you slap on either they were English, you slap on a mid-Atlantic accent, or
Right,
you're
you-
doing an English
You
accent,
watch,
whatever.
like Cleopatra or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah, all that horse shit.
I mean, but you can have Egyptian people. Even just mix
Huh?
it up a bit. Mix it up a
It
bit.
turns out. I mean, here's the craziest fucking news you're going to hear all night.
Fuck.
Turns out in the Middle East, where there are indeed Middle Eastern people, they make movies.
That's what I keep hearing.
Stop with your nonsense.
Do they make movies in Africa too?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard.
Turns
I've heard tell.
And literally right in fucking Egypt, they make movies.
Yes. Yes.
Jesus Christ, you fucking boobs. Here's the thing. I really need to go back in time
Mhm.
to
All
the
right.
pitch meeting for this
All right, let's do it.
and just sit in. Like I don't even want to go back in time. I just want the audio. Maybe someone like Nixoned it, right? And I can get it later.
Mhm.
Like
That
what?
means they would have recorded it themselves.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
released it.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, for posterity, But like, who was like, this is fabulous. Let's spit millions of dollars at this green screen atrocity.
I will tell you. I mean, I always think of these things in terms of like holding patterns. Like Gladiator won an Oscar.
Right.
Therefore, at some point
Yes.
in the future, a movie like Gladiator will again win the Oscar.
But
You're
this is
absolutely
not a
right.
movie like Gladiator.
No, it is
this
not.
Is a
It's a
movie
piece of
like
shit.
This is a movie like Wrath of the Titans.
You're totally right. I mean,
You know?
there's a big Langolier monster at the end of this thing.
And it is, you're right to say Wrath, because the Clash of the Titans remake is actually a much better movie than this is.
You've seen
That's
both of
debatable.
those?
I've seen both of those.
I actually haven't seen Wrath. I've only seen the Clash remake, and I didn't like it.
I
but
didn't like it either, but it's
I
so
liked
much
it.
better than
I
this.
like the original movie.
Is are those remakes starring Australia's worst actor Sam Worthington?
They are indeed.
Yeah, and Liam Neeson.
Get out of town. Is he playing the
That's
Kraken?
where the crack. What the guy? The
Release the It's him and Ray Fiennes also.
Oh wait, Liam Neeson is the one who says release
Yes.
the
He
Kraken.
releases the Kraken.
Where were you in 2008? What were you doing? Were you busy?
I don't know. I wasn't watching that movie.
If you take my daughter, I'm going to release the Kraken. Call out any tattoos you might see on that Kraken.
Did that Kraken have any noticeable marks on him?
So Brian Brown is holding court.
Oh,
and,
right.
I mean, how many people have to pass before you get to Brian Brown in 2006? I mean, like Anthony Hopkins, nope.
Liam Neeson,
Nope, absolutely. Like Sam
Kraken
Worthington
said no.
Sam Worthington said no for once.
He wanted too much.
Mayim Bialik was like asked. They're like, I don't know. We need somebody white. I don't know. Mayim Bialik.
Jim Parsons was asked.
Oh, my Lord.
You know what's great? Watching Jim Parsons try to play like a tough butch racist in Hidden Figures.
That was kind of
Oh,
fun.
it's
What is Hidden Figures?
Hidden Figures is the movie about the three black women who were like,
oh, right.
big
Yeah,
at
I saw
NASA.
that. Wait,
It's a good movie.
He plays
Good movie.
a racist tough.
yeah. He's like a
Wow.
NASA dude who's like
More professional. He's not out there with it, but
no, yeah, he's not like, wearing robes or anything, but he's just like
I don't know what he does at home.
well, actually you never see him at home. I don't know. Yeah. So he gets butchered.
He gets, but the funny thing, Gerard Butler, like he's about to crown Jaime Lannister as king of Egypt, which even saying that, but he's about to crown him, and he's like, "Hey, man." Gerard Butler's like, "Oh, you're not gonna have a family gathering without Egypt's favorite son, Gerard Butler."
Dude, he comes into this movie. I was half expecting fucking glass shattering sound effects. The way that he crashes this what am I trying to say?
Coronation.
The coronation. Yes, of course.
He should really stun him. That would be
Oh,
great.
dude, if he fucking stunned Brian Brown straight to hell.
The only way to kill a god is with a stunner.
A stone cold stunner.
Which one is the one that arrives at the coronation in the Fifth Element gliding mobile?
Oh,
There's that little fucking
while.
like, of course, because this is in no time. So it's just like, oh yeah, flying things too as well. Fuck it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was supported by bugs. There's like bugs under it helping it fly. It looks like Santa's sleigh without the reindeer.
It is.
It's more of a Cinderella.
Well, there's
thing,
so
you're
many.
right.
There's so many of these like the stars are out tonight.
Yeah.
Egyptian gods that I'm supposed to know about. I'm like,
Yeah.
ancient Egypt shit is cool. I don't know diddly
There's
dick
that,
about it.
Guy with the dog head.
Anubis.
Yeah.
Anubis.
Well, that's
Whoa, you guys knew his name?
Yeah, well, I know that from Lost.
Oh,
I know that from War Gods, an N64 fighting game
boy, you
that
see,
no one had.
yesterday's religions are tomorrow's video games.
They are. It was like the cheat. I just got N64 for Christmas, and so it was like, hey, War Gods.
What? You didn't go straight to fucking GoldenEye? You went to War God?
How
It
about
was a
Super
gift.
Mario?
It was a gift.
You know what you can do with some gifts?
Didn't-
Throw them in the garbage.
no, didn't it come with Super Mario?
It did. Well, I'm saying it was just one of the first games that I got. I was
okay,
like,
gotcha.
hey, you gonna play? Hey, you playing
Ocarina
War
of
Gods
Time.
yet? Yeah.
Come on.
But no, Steve has a point though, because I remember making this mistake too. Every time you got a new system, you always had the regret game.
Oh, of course.
You know, like when I got my first Xbox, it came with like Forza Racing. I'm like, what am I going to do with this? Nothing? Okay.
Yeah, that's
I can put a fucking coffee cup on it. That's fantastic.
So, he cuts him up pretty bad with this knife,
He
right?
guts him like a godfish.
And gods bleed gold.
oh,
for some
this
reason.
is really stupid.
is stupid, but I'm gonna say it. I kind of had fun with this movie a little bit.
Okay.
Really?
It was just so dumb and so colorful.
Sure.
With all the gold blood.
It
I was wishing
And
I
the
had
big
the tall
people.
glass of water in front of me. That was my
It's-
problem.
It's well, yeah, of course, I was loaded up.
2 hours and 7 greenless minutes.
I'm gonna say not worth it.
Even still.
Save your water for
Chris-
another day.
Chris tested. Chris
wow.
disapproved.
Well, like, okay, but like that's it. You're trying to compel me visually in the same way a Kesha video does. Like,
You're
please.
not compelled by Kesha?
I'm not, as it turns out. Maybe her legal struggles, but not like
No, it's true. That's the most
that's
compelling. Yeah,
that's
that
the most
is-
compelling thing about her.
That is a real Grisham-esque tale.
But like, actually, I mean, this whole thing, like, so Gerard Butler takes God's heart.
Does
And-
he eat
Well,
it? A lot of this I
they're
wasn't
all
looking at.
gods.
well, that's
so Osiris,
Yeah.
Brian Brown.
Please.
Cocktail.
I would much rather Brian Dennehy. Bryan Dennehy is. If we're gonna
Bryan
have
Denny
fucking
has no fucking time for this.
white ghosts as Egyptian gods, get someone with some gravitas.
Bryan Dennehy is white ghost.
That's a great.
I
idea.
want somebody so white I can kind of see through him.
Yeah.
Dude,
Get me Bryan Dennehy.
You want to get haunted by somebody. You want to get haunted by anybody other than Bryan Dennehy.
Get me Brendan Gleeson, actually. You want to get real pale?
Shit, yeah.
Real pale, real quick?
Also, now, we're talking about they're portraying Egyptian gods.
Sure.
And, you could complain about whitewashing, but we don't know what gods look like.
That's true. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
But the thing is, most gods settled in the UK.
Yeah, of course.
they did.
A
They
couple.
spent some time.
Yeah, it could. You don't know.
I'm from God Scotland for some reason.
God, Scotland.
It's amazing.
Godland.
But I was like, well, where are the funny heads? Why aren't they animal people? Because that's what I came here for.
That's true. I want animal heads.
But we turn into they're like Digimons.
They're animorphs.
Yeah.
So
they're
here's the
animorphs.
thing is, you know what? You keep that fucking helmet on the whole movie,
Yes.
like Dread 2012.
Totally. God, that
And-
should have had a sequel. What a criminal act. That's
I
a war
agree.
crime that movie doesn't have a sequel.
I agree.
Not to me.
Shut up, both of you.
Oh boy.
But who's up for
turds.
Raid 3? This guy.
Oh, the
what?
raid. You know what? That sequel can fucking suck it, dude.
I really like it.
Oh my God,
don't-
let's have
I
the
don't-
same fight sequence 11 times.
See,
I
you're
counted
talking about Kesha videos. The Raid is just one of those YouTube fight videos. Like, oh, here's a compilation of awesome fights. I saw a bunch of cool fights on the internet, and I made a video of all of them together.
There's much better wardrobe in the Raid 2.
No,
So
I'll
please
you
just
that.
give
I'll
it a
give you
rest.
that.
You know what didn't need a second sequel? On Bach.
No, of course not.
That franchise fell in the toilet.
But gods of Egypt.
Speaking of
My God,
speaking of
wait.
falling in the toilet.
Why are we here?
So
So
he turns into a monster.
Yes.
Right.
Which looks like trash. He turns into what does he do? Like a bull kind of?
Wait,
like a
what?
hawk thing?
There is a bull. There's
Wait,
a hawk guy.
Jamie Lannister
turns into a hawk.
Right. Yeah, he's got the eyeballs that everyone wants.
Yes.
He's got
Yes.
God eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
God balls in his eyes.
Cocktail had the God heart.
Yes.
He's got
He's-
Jamie Lannister's eyes.
Chadwick Boseman's got the brain.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Who
Look
has
at the big brain on Chad.
Wait,
So-
wait.
And they're all-
Wait. Who has the courage?
the lion.
No, the little turd flea. What's the boy's name?
Beck. And they're
Beck.
all organ donors.
Yes.
But weirdly, when Gerard Butler in this scene, Jesus Christ, we're probably at minute 78, and
27.
we're talking about this first scene here. Jamie Lannister gets his eyes ripped out by Gerard Butler, and I'm like,
Only cool part of the
"Whoa!"
movie.
And I was just thinking, like, holy fuck, the movie's over. or like my reason to care about the movie's
Yeah,
over.
sure.
'Cause I love that Jamie Lannister. And then I didn't expect him to come back. He was sealed in a tomb
Yeah.
without eyes, just like. I guess it's sensory deprivation is what the Egyptian royalty
Well, it was like
gets off of.
Egyptian. It was like ancient Egyptian altered
And
states.
I'm
if
also
you will.
going to assume this movie gets everything wrong. So I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
well,
not
yeah, I
giving it
mean,
any credit.
first of all, the fact that they're these little people, it was just gods fighting each other.
Yeah,
It was a flat rock
Yeah.
where a bunch of gods fought each other.
Flat rocket. What are you talking about?
Like a planet of like nothing. It's
They-
just gods
don't-
on the
don't-
planet.
Wait, don't they show for a second like a shot of the Earth and it's fucking flat?
They do. It's pretty
It's a
cool.
flat
Oh
Earth.
yeah,
I kinda
like,
like that
it's like
idea.
it's kind of like a quarter,
It is.
Yeah.
and there's a worm on the other side.
So
of it.
I
But,
think
like
they're also saying like not only are they're either given into the whole flat Earth credence,
Mm-hmm.
which story for another day,
it's
but
Alex Proyas.
or it's like it's a fantasy dumb world, whatever.
And I think it's probably the latter. I think that's kind of cool. Like, hey,
Yeah.
these people, if they wrote the movie back then, they would have thought the world was flat. So sure.
But also, I mean, it's a weirder. Like, first of all, his white Brian Brown's wife, Isis, who was in 2 scenes,
Yeah.
is like a major.
Isis!
Yeah, that's her name. And she's like the main character of the legend.
Yeah.
Essentially.
well,
and
what's
she-
the
well,
problem with
yeah.
this? Why
And
is she-
This
Wait,
It's got to be.
just-
You need some dudes.
there's names.
Oh.
There's names,
And-
and there are gods. That's about the
So
whole.
yeah, but
transfer.
it's like
Who is
Steve's saying you
funding-
need dudes, but like you could have some babes in this movie.
well, isn't ISIS?
She's not in the movie.
Oh, okay.
She's barely in it. She's in
Yeah.
2 scenes.
But
She
who-
goes, "Oh,
wait,
you just
wait.
killed
She's the one with the
Cocktail."
wings, right? Am I
No,
wrong?
that's
Oh,
Nymphus.
yes.
Oh, that's
Wait,
Nymphus.
what?
Okay,
no,
which
okay.
one?
Who's funding ISIS in this?
Brian Brown from Cocktail.
Yes.
is
you
funding
just,
ISIS.
then
saying-
he's got a black bag over his head. And he doesn't know why.
No, the genteel Australian legend Brian Brown is not funding ISIS.
I
you
heard
idiot government agents.
Australia has sent some people to fight for ISIS. I don't know if they've sent them, but they're getting there. I
That's
don't know
it.
what's going on.
I
I
I've heard
don't,
the
think, I
same
don't
thing.
think the Australian government is like, go get him.
You never know.
I'm pretty sure that's not
We
the
have
case.
to look into it.
Well, but so the thing with I'm just going to change the goddamn conversation.
Yes, please.
Great idea. Alter course.
So the whole reason, like, we go and we have to follow fucking Oliver Twist and his girlfriend,
Yeah.
and like
I
they're-
hate this kid so much.
with Rufus Sewell and
Yes.
not quite a roaming eye actually in
No,
this one.
I think he got it fixed.
I think he got a little bit of
I think
corrective-
somebody was like, you know what? Take like 5 years off of movies, wear an eye patch.
By the way,
It'll fix
he's
itself.
like the only reason to watch Man in the High Castle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's good in it.
You watching that season too?
I watched the first episode of season 2.
Now is it turned into like parallel dimensions or something?
It's
Yeah,
always
something,
been
yeah.
parallel.
Well, no, but like now we're
dimensions.
like but
We
it always
know
took-
of the
yeah, we
parallel-
know
Oh,
it.
right.
Yes.
There was now there's it seems like they're doubling down and adding multiple dimensions.
So it's
on
like
top of it.
sliders now.
It's a little like sliders.
It's like Hitler's sliders.
Hitler sliders.
Oh yeah, come into my new restaurant for some Hitler sliders.
Well, no, it's just every dimension you go, it's a bunch of racists.
Did
no
Slide-
matter what.
It's true to life.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Did Sliders ever do a Hitler episode?
I'm
bet
sure they
did
have to.
several.
I mean, I'm not saying the show was above it because Lord knows it's
Wait,
not.
didn't that guy? Shit, what was his name?
Oh, Sala?
Sala, yeah.
John
What-
Rhys Davies.
wasn't
Yeah,
he,
he had
Hitler and all them? Wasn't,
Yes.
isn't he like a racist in real life?
No, he just thinks that Christianity is being purged out by the Muslims.
Oh my goodness, Indy, the war on Christianity.
It's cold out there. Web series won't call me back.
It is fucking cold out there.
I was supposed to do a Hawkman fan film, and no one picked me up. I was waiting on my front porch for
That
weeks.
was supposed to be repayment for my brother-in-law's car.
Gary kept sending me straight to voicemail.
Oh, that is low.
So, but yeah, we do follow Beck and his girlfriend Zaya. Zaya believes in the gods. Beck does not.
Correct.
Or not believes. I mean, you have to believe in the gods. They're
Yeah.
right there. No, Zaya is faithful to the gods. She's like, oh, the gods will take care of us. Beck is like, fuck
He's
them.
unfaithful?
I'm basically Aladdin this whole time.
Yes.
Dude, I said it earlier today. He's a monkeyless Aladdin. That's what this
Which
guy
is
is.
who could use it?
Well, that's dude.
The monkey
Aladdin without a boo? Who could give a shit?
Well, also the monkey absence from this movie is
Yes.
potent
Uh-huh.
throughout.
oh, you could sniff it out.
You know why that happened, Chris? Bad dates.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you for that one.
Please hire me. I'll open for your improv team.
Oh man, come to the Bell House on March 4th. He might be there.
He might be
He
there.
might be there.
15% off chicken fingers. I'll take it.
Yeah, he would get paid in fried food. Fried Christian food.
Oh man, he'd shut the place down. He'd go out of business from all the chicken he eats.
Does this sound like a man who's really had all he could eat?
Oh man, he might order a lot of pork to get back at the Muslims. Right? Shouldn't have eaten that much pork.
That's
So-
right.
But Zaya's like, and we don't know. I guess they're like a like set is like, by the way, the afterlife is different now. Now is you gotta pay your way in. That's it. I just changed the afterlife. Bye.
But wasn't that the Egyptian belief the whole time? That's one thing I do remember.
Wait,
I
is
had
that
a
whoa shit the whole time.
well, I had an
Twist.
art teacher in grade school who was like obsessed with ancient Egypt, and that was one of the things.
Well, yeah, that's why you built
Your big goddamn pyramid
and
and all the families in there.
You
and,
built a pyramid.
But basically, this movie is saying that like this was a regime change idea. Like,
oh, I
it's
see.
like, hey, this is how it goes now. Sorry. So,
Oh, what's Beck up to in this
That's
movie?
nothing.
Zaya's just like, hey man, the world is wrong. Why don't you go fix it? And he's like,
Yeah.
okay. And she's
Sure.
like, hey, I got the plans because I work for Rufus Sewell, who works for Set, and Here are all the plans to all those things. Go to this fucking temple and get Horus's eyes.
So all you have to do is pass the Zelda level.
Oh God!
Yeah, grab the fucking eye amulet.
Right.
I got to tell you, this movie, I finally realized it. I'm bored of flips. I'm really, flips, which are, universally
Like
cool.
jumping flips?
Yeah, like doing
Yeah.
a flip. You know what I mean? Like,
Not like Flip Wilson.
no, Flip Wilson's great.
No one's ever been bored of Flip Wilson.
But I used to love flips as a lad. I was like, oh, look at that cool flip. And
Yeah.
now we've got all these CGI flips, and it's
Dude,
not even.
Star Wars ruined the flips, man.
Yep, they did.
Fucking prequels flipping right and left.
Oh,
And
those are some Olympic dive style flips you're
fucking
seeing.
Jedi Force flips. I don't like it.
Force
Also,
flips.
every single Will Smith movie made between 1999 and 2008.
Too many flips. Way too many
too
flips.
many.
We need to go back to practical flips.
'Cause
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Because they're, like you're thinking like, oh, a guy could do a flip. Oh, he's in good shape. What if he did a flip like this? Holy fucking shit!
And honestly, you know what's disgusting about it is like you're using computers to put good, hardworking stunt people out of work.
Mm-hmm.
You know who can do a flip? Stunt people. You know who can't? Fucking idiots that star in Gods of Egypt.
Brenton Thwaites or whatever. He's just
Yeah,
flipping
whatever
through
this fucking flea's name is.
It looks exactly like a Zelda level. It looks like a Skyward Sword.
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
You're being way too generous. This whole thing looks like a bad game I downloaded because it was free on iTunes.
Is it one of those fuck games?
You will not be able to last more than 5 minutes playing this game.
Last more than 5 minutes.
I'm going to put an artificial IGN review pull quote
You
here.
just downloaded Hot in the Hole.
Well, I'm edging already.
Chris Cabin's Hot in the Hole. 10 out of 10 stars from IGN.
Possibly.
Yes. But yeah, he gets one of the eyes, and like he just makes it.
Yeah.
That was really cool. And then he comes back, and Rufus Sewell is like, "Hey, you stole from me, and she's my slave." And he's like, "Well, we're gonna go to Horus's house, which is incredibly easy to get to."
Yeah.
But Rufus Sewell throws an arrow, shoots an arrow at this lady, kills her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Kills
she
her
gets
kills her dead.
hit right in the chest
Mm-hmm.
with an arrow. That's pretty cool.
Because she had so much to do up till now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
You know what?
really
She's
were
gotta
building
do
a character.
something, man.
You know
She's
what?
gotta
You know what?
do
She
something.
up to the point that she's murdered in this movie for the first time. She does two things: look pretty and get made fun of by her boyfriend for her religious beliefs.
Yes,
what
that's
you
actually
want.
about right.
That's
Hey,
it.
babe, you going to church today or what?
You fucking idiot!
We're at a course.
I'll be showering when you get back.
Yeah. So they go to Horus's place, or he goes to Horus's place, brings his dead lady. He's like, Larry, you're not gonna die. No, he doesn't do that. And
It's so stupid because it's like you're talking about he's supposed to, like, Horace is supposed to be in hiding right now. I don't think so. Jamie Lannister's got the door open.
He does.
He's just like sitting behind a box.
Yeah, he's just like hanging out in that box. I don't know what it's about.
I think he's really disappointed that this is the first person who came a knocking.
yeah.
I think he's just been like looking for people to stop by. I mean,
He's like, where the fuck is Chadwick Boseman?
You can only be in exile for so fucking long, and you yearn for some connection.
What, can we talk really quickly about the Wonder Years part of this?
Yes, we may.
Oh, that Joe Cocker song that pops up?
Well, no, in the beginning,
What would you do?
the the narration that kind of happens. Where
Yes.
it's like, when I was a younger man, I used to do. I was like, what are you talking about, Daniel Stern? Get
my,
the fuck
my,
out.
my father looked at me weird. Never
Dude,
know
if
what the
Dan
old
Lauria,
man. Oh,
if
shit.
Dan Lauria played Ra in this movie,
Yes, I would allow it. I would allow it.
look out below
'Cause that's
Hollywood.
intimidating as
Oh,
fuck.
totally.
That
Get
dude-
out of here, Jeffrey Rush.
Dude,
Who
man.
gives a shit?
I would put on the Wonder Years as a kid, and he would come up on the screen, and I would go to my room.
Yeah.
Don't want TV dad to yell at me.
You started thinking your name was Kevin.
Yeah.
And then I was sent to my room without macaroni and cheese. And my sister smoked pot in Egypt. It's there and then it's gone and it's there and it's gone.
My grade school crush's older brother was killed in Vietnam.
Wow.
Remember when that happened?
Yeah,
when his
it's
brother
sad.
died in Vietnam?
We learned something that
It's
day.
the fucking most tragic piece of TV
Yeah.
this side of the MASH ending.
Shit,
So
man.
what if Dan Lauria played all the gods? like the sexy
Yeah, we're
ones.
talking.
Then we got a more coherent movie.
I'm totally
I
for
think.
it. Wait, you know what? Maybe one of them, just for fun. I know we don't like it usually. One of them is a CGI creature where he did mocap for it.
Yes, I like it because then now we're not doing whitewashing, we're doing Loria washing, which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Wait a second. What if
Yes.
Dan Loria did a mocap suit and they just made him look like a mocap Dan Loria?
Yes. Yes.
That would be awesome. And it's like younger Dan Loria.
And he's nude the entire time. Just to like perfect what it looked like then.
That's like Anthony Hopkins in that wretched Robert Zemeckis Beowulf.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
Lord
yeah.
in heaven, that
bad.
movie, you are like, you're just one little light breeze away from seeing his computer dick. in
There's
that
so
thing.
much dick trauma in that movie. That movie's mostly dick trauma.
And that's with Ray Winstone,
Ray
right?
Winstone.
I fucking received dick trauma watching that movie.
Oh,
It's just like
really?
one big kick in the crotch the whole time.
Oh.
so
Mainly because Dan Loria isn't in it.
they strike a bargain.
Yes.
Beck is like, "Hey man, he pretends that he has both of his eyes, but he only has one because he's a bit of an Aladdin-esque scamp." And Horace is like, "Yo man, give me my eyeballs." He's like, "Well, only if you could bring my fiance back, my girlfriend back, whatever she is." We're not really clear on the
So
relationship
go fucking
status.
talk to Anubis.
Yeah, he's like,
His
"Oh yeah,
jackal
no."
mouth.
He's like, "Yeah, I can do that. Just give me the
Yeah, we're great friends.
Yeah, just give me my eyeball back." So he does. He gives him one eyeball, and then it's like, "Oh, I can't do it now, but you just give me a couple of payments of $49.95, and then I guarantee you I'll bring her back for the day." So no, just you're such a great thief. You have to take me to this temple because you have the plans, and once we get there, then I'll bring your girlfriend back. Am I right here?
Something
Is that
to that
somewhat of
effect.
the plot of
Yes.
this film?
Yes.
I will check yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's BS. I mean, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
And
But whose temple are we going to?
Dan Loria's.
and Loria's temple up on the green.
No, we're going to Set's temple. That's the idea.
Set's place.
Yeah,
of
so
business.
and then-
Right.
Okay.
Because basically, if we weaken him, then we could beat him. It's one of those fake things where it's like he kills Bryan Brown like it ain't no thing. You just
very
murks
quick.
him in the chest with a knife. Like you don't. They're like, "Oh, we have to get this amulet, and we have to plant water in the desert to destroy the desert." I'm like, he's just a fucking guy. Just cut his fucking head off. Like you're a god. He's a god. Cut his fucking head
You
off.
could have killed him the last time you saw him.
Exactly. So he's like, "All right, we have to go to my grandfather's house," and I'm like, "Oh Christ, really?"
Like the last thing you want to do is visit your grandfather.
Mhm, when you're high.
Especially when your grandfather is Geoffrey Rush playing Ra the Sun God.
Oh,
This
Lord.
on a
is-
spaceship.
Did you
in
just
the
say- Did you just say come on a spaceship?
yes, Eric.
What
I
game
did.
is this and where can I download it?
It got 10 stars from IGN. You won't last 5 minutes playing
That's,
this game.
Oh, you'll
that's
think it's a
level-
black hole on your ding dong, brother.
That's a level 3 in Hot in the Hole.
Suck zone. Oh God.
Oh, cut all of that. I know you won't, but
Geoffrey Rush in this movie looks like a cross between a character in Jupiter Ascending and an extra in fucking Nothing But Trouble. This thing is disgusting.
I thought F. Murray Abraham in Insurrection.
Yes,
that's
dude.
what I thought of
And
immediately.
here's
like
my
if he
theory
was
on it.
living in a junkyard.
And without the makeup, that's just Jeffrey Rush.
Oh,
This
it's
looks
nasty.
like it's disgusting. And my theory is because he's like Ra, the sun god and whatnot, I think it's just like residual burn marks from working so close to the sun.
Oh, he's got
Also-
skin cancer.
Also, if you're raw, nobody can tell you're ugly.
yeah, that's
No,
true.
yeah,
No,
you're
everybody's very kind to your face.
Well, the weird thing is, this is to me anyway. This is the best part of the movie in a weird way. Like it sounds great on paper, right? It's Ra. He's on this spaceship every night. He has to kill the Knight, which is this big demon with a bunch of teeth.
Oh,
that's gonna
God,
eat
the
it's-
Knight?
I
it's
think
a-
that's kind of the
Is
idea.
that what
we're
it is?
I think that's what we're talking
It's a
about.
friggin' space worm. It's like I had no idea that Rob was fighting all these space
It looks like a
worms.
Langalier's penis.
It does.
It's got like all these rows of teeth and it's just flying around.
looks like a transformer. It looks like the Transformer worm.
Oh yeah, you're
Wait,
totally right.
There's a transformer worm?
Yeah,
Yeah.
remember the event in Chicago?
Are you talking about the end of the Avengers?
No, that's the event in New York.
But that
Do you
had a
remember the event in Egypt?
They're all space worms, all these fucking movies.
But I mean, the funny thing is, he kind of like every night it comes over, he like kind of shoos it away like a dog with this big stick.
He's like, get out of here. He's like shooting fire semen at it.
Which is cool, but at the same time, like, dude,
It stops the movie dead.
Fire.
He literally, Chris is right. He literally excuses himself from the movie to shoot fire out of a sword.
To do
Get back, I say. Ah!
To do the cool 180 shot of the flat Earth,
Yeah.
and then to fucking fight a demon worm.
The worm has the end credits written on it.
Back, the movie's not done.
And then, like,
Bugs Bunny is manipulating it. He's like, who's responsible for this? Ain't I a stinker? But yeah, I mean, like, but the weird thing is, like, it's cool and all, but like, to your point, it stops the movie dead.
Yeah.
And like, if I'm Ra, man, like, figure out a way to kill this worm. Like, every night it's gonna come. Like, what's with the preventative tactics? Let's like spend all day, figure out how to kill this fucking thing.
Hold on.
Then you can take a vacation.
Ra is an old god.
Yeah.
Maybe just having a chore.
Yeah,
Keeps him alive.
I see
keeps
what
him
you're
going.
saying.
okay.
You don't want he's not gonna. What is he gonna do? Read up there?
Maybe. Well, I guess he knows everything, so no.
I had to get a reverse mortgage on my space boat. Now that Social Security is destroyed.
You're welcome.
Seriously, though, back on Earth, Gerard Butler is fucking draining this swamp. Don't be fooled by this shit. He kills some lady with wings. It's like his ex-girlfriend. What's that?
You're
That's
talking about
Gerard
stopping
Butler.
the movie dead. Gerard Butler
Wait,
walks.
That's not ISIS.
That is not.
That's
Ice.
not Ice. That's Nymphis.
Nymphis. She's his ex-wife, and it's like this whole thing where he has to go up to her and they talk about shit for a long time. Like, this woman had one scene in the movie.
Can't I just have a fight?
Yeah. that'd
Like,
be fun.
why is all this
fights.
talking going on? And like, on the opposite side of that, when he's talking to Raw, that should be a fucking 5-minute scene. Go up, have like an ominous, cool moment with Raw where he gives him some advice,
Yeah.
and goes back. It's a cameo thing. Maybe you can get Jeff Bridges, except for ballsack Geoffrey Rush, and like, you're adding so much time to this.
Yeah, well, it's a 2-hour movie. Almost.
I mean, if we're getting out under 2 hours, they consider this movie to be a failure. That's the thing.
And so, but the weird thing is she's kind of throwing shit in his face. She's like, well, at least Ra forbade you from having kids, which is like, whoa, that's the low blow, man.
I'm going to castrate
Wait.
my own son.
Yeah, but what does that mean? Did like Ra cut
I
his...
just said I'm going to castrate my own son.
Yeah, but like, did he cut his tubes or tie his tubes, or did he like did he like
I don't
shear
think a
off his
man
nuts?
gets his tubes tied.
I'm not sure if gods have tubes.
He got a vasectomy, right?
No,
That's
or
sort of
maybe
the
like
same
every
thing.
time he was about to shoot gold, Geoffrey Rush would be like, "Don't do that," and he went, "Oh God, Geoffrey Rush, I can't come now."
Hello.
Exactly.
Look
Every
at my
time his
burnt face.
his wife would turn into Geoffrey Rush always at the end. That was like his ultimate god prank.
Well, 'cause
Yeah,
this
I could work with that.
This ex-wife is one of the multiple people that he's like stealing pieces from.
Yeah, she's
what
the
does he
first
take
one.
from her?
He takes her wings.
Oh, the wings, of course.
He gets her.
He's making himself like when all the Power Rangers came together.
It's Super Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's Voltron, right?
Or Voltron, if you want
Right,
to go
you
that
get
way.
all the robots together and you
Yeah.
make a Voltron.
Yep.
So he takes her wings, and then they go back down to Earth. Beck and what you would call Horace, and they're like, now they're kind of becoming buddies a little bit.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
road comedy at this
Mhm.
point.
Yeah,
Good.
and then
Good.
some Minotaurs come out and start fucking with them.
Are those
Dude, this
Minotaurs?
this like Minotaur army.
Minotaur army.
Well, there's like 4 of them, and they're working for some other larger Minotaur master.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's the guy that Gerard Butler like decapitates.
Yeah, you know,
after all these
oh.
Minotaurs fail.
I think I have
Oh,
them.
yeah.
I think I have them written down as goblins.
I mean they pretty much are.
Catch him in bed with a Minotaur.
It's very good to be back on InfoWars. Thank you, Alex.
We're gonna have Julian Assange in the mornings on Infowars.com.
Want to talk about the Minotaur agenda?
Oh yeah.
I used to call for his execution. Now Julian Assange is my morning host. Catch him in bed with a hacker. The whole thing fucking stinks.
Yeah,
does.
it's not fun.
Could be 400-pound hacker.
Could have been a Minotaur.
In
You
New
don't know.
Jersey.
You don't know. It could have been Dan Lauria hacking the DNC. You never know.
All I'm saying is I never saw Julian Assange and Dan Lauria in the same place at the same time.
Man, Dan Lauria is like the multi-faced god. I love it. He's everywhere at all times.
I choose to worship Dan Lauria.
It turns out that Christo-Judeo religions are wrong.
He dwells in the house of black and white.
Dan Lauria reminds me of the father that used to beat the shit out of me.
I have a statue of Janus that I actually just changed into Dan Lauria's face 2 times.
One with a mustache and one without.
Oh, I hope anyone knows who Dan Lauria is.
No, they
He was the dad on the Wonder Years.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
all.
If
Yeah,
you don't know what the Wonder Years are, ask your grandparents.
I firmly believe that the guy who played Paul on the Wonder Years is definitely Marilyn Manson, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
That's a good point, Donald. Here at InfoPlanet W. We've got conclusive evidence that Paul from the Wonder Years is Marilyn Manson. And yes, I know you're thinking it out there in Listen Land. He did suck his own dick.
Catch him in bed with a dope show.
And coming up next, we got somebody who got AIDS from a toilet seat. All the breaking news here.
Yeah, and after
Special
that,
report.
gonorrhea from a tractor. It could happen. Coming up on PrisonPlanet.w.
The government is controlling your life.
I went to Mexico and I got what I thought to be a little chihuahua, but it turned out to be a rat when I got home. prisonplanet.fart.info news /biz.
Is that a chupacabra?
So there should have been a fucking chupacabra in this movie. Absolutely.
Oh, why the hell
Wait,
not?
But why? That's
Just to add a monster.
A
I need another monster.
chupacabra is a North American beast.
Well,
Well,
the Jersey Devil was busy.
These are all these. Also, I'm not going to call all these Egyptian monsters.
No, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
Wait a
The
second.
iron-
If the Jersey Devil
Uh-huh.
put on a mocap suit and he was
Oh!
mocapped to be a chupacabra,
I'm into that.
makes total sense.
We should get all the monsters to show like what they think of other monsters, like Slender Man portraying Bigfoot.
Oh,
Because they're both forest dwellers.
Yeah, okay.
Look how hairy I am.
Oh, they're all doing like bits on each other.
Oh, totally.
Dude,
yeah.
it's like a fucking roast. Monster roast.
I was gonna say,
Monster
it's-
Rose.
It's a Netflix show, like
Yep.
hosted by Andy Serkis.
It's one of those
Called-
secret Netflix shows, though, where like they put it out, but they don't tell anybody.
Called The Characters You Actually Want to See. I have no idea what that show is.
Sure.
Oh, man.
there's
All right.
a
So the
movie.
ex-wife was stripped
Yes.
of her wings. That's a thing.
Then they're like, oh, well, we got to get to this temple. At this point, Elodie Young, who has been sleeping with...
Well, she's
sleeping
with
Seth.
Horace at the beginning.
She's with Horace at the beginning. She switches immediately to save Horace's life. She's like, "Hey man, I'll be your girlfriend," and he's like, "All right, just so long as you're my girlfriend."
But you nearly said nothing about pulling out his eyeballs.
You're just talking about pulling out.
So
You know what? Who's definitely not pulling out this god portrayed by Gerard
but
Butler.
he's definitely pulling out jokes.
There's
Oh,
a great
after it.
There's a great scene, sort of earlier in the movie, where Rufus Sewell is like, "Master, I've completed the temple for your grace," and Gerard Butler just had sex with Elodie Young, and he looks at him and he's like, "Oh, did I come at a good time?" He's like, "Nah, you're fine," and he's like, kind of like naked, and there's like
Yep.
his eyes look at his dick, and he's like, "What are you looking at there?"
You're looking at my big, godlike, giant cock.
He's got like the wrestler robe on at that point.
Yeah,
Dude,
like,
he
he's
looks
about
like the
to
$1
come
Million
out.
Man Ted DiBiase with that robe on. He definitely
He's
does.
about to come out to the ring.
Come out.
Yes.
Bravo.
So, but at this point, she like joins up with our heroes. She's like, "Hey, I always did it to whatever." For
Well, she did it all for the nookies, of course.
Nookie, Jim.
I like that one.
And they're just like, "Hey, we got to go get Chadwick Boseman because we got to get to this temple. We got to solve the riddle of the Sphinx."
Ah,
and
the what?
Sphinx.
No, Steve said Sphinx.
Yeah,
And I'm saying for this, the one they give us, it is a Sphinx.
yeah, exactly.
It is not a Sphinx. It is a Sphinx.
I apologize, Steve. You were
It's
correct
true.
the entire
This
time.
thing looks like fucking shit.
it looks so bad.
So they go to Chadwick. It's one of your bad screenplay things where like they go to Chadwick Boseman and they're like, "Hey man, why don't you come on this fun adventure with us?" And he's like, "No, I would never do that. I'm far too busy doing all this other things." And then like
He's living in like the Clone Wars.
he is. He's got all these clothes and basically
Is fucking Yoda Egyptian? I don't
Beck,
know.
who's the coolest character in the world, is a bit of a Mary Sue. Eric.
Beck, oh, yeah.
Dude,
Oh.
Beck is definitely a Mary Sue. Are you kidding
Oh,
me?
actually, when it's a man, you got to respect him a little
a
more.
Marty
and
Sue. I thought we
No,
already
it's a
went through
Gary Sue.
Oh, I'm
Gary.
sorry, Max Landis. I didn't see you sitting over there.
I'm on Twitter.
I had no idea you and your stupid haircut were in my apartment.
You know, Beck's story is fine, but the girl that goes to hell, her storyline is just totally unearned.
Yeah, it is.
You know, and when Max Landis crib sheet, whenever you see a woman in a movie,
Unearned.
it's
Have a
unearned.
problem.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. She totally didn't earn getting shot in the tit with an arrow and going to hell. She did not earn that.
Earn this. But so they're like, but basically Beck is like, oh, but yeah, you're far too busy. You probably couldn't solve the riddle anyway. And he's like, well, now I'm definitely going. If you have such a thin, stupid reason, just have him go.
Just say yes.
Yeah, the first time.
Yeah, let's just go, Jerry, and find the trap.
Yes, exactly.
Like, spare us the 5 minutes.
Of bits that we have to do.
And this is, speaking of bits, I mean, they're playing this for comedy. You're supposed to be laughing at Chadwick Boseman.
Oh yeah, he's a cutout.
I'm sighing at Chadwick Boseman.
So we
This
go to
poor decision.
Oh, basically. Oh, by the way, we should say because it's your classic. We're gonna do something until we don't. So Jamie Lannister has this bottle of water that's the water of creation. Is like, once I plant this in Set's temple, it'll weaken him enough so I can finally kill him. And I've got this thing.
Is it the Genesis device?
I think it is. He's like, it'll destroy the desert, therefore weakening him because he's the god of the desert. Sure.
Sorry.
You're good.
Go.
I totally missed the introduction of that bottle, by the way. So when Gerard Butler's like dumping it out, I was like, who cares? I totally
That's what the
missed
movie
it.
says because they go there and the Sphinx is like, I look like garbage.
He looks like Olmec from Legends of the
He
Hidden
looks
Temple.
worse than Olmec. I mean, like, come on with the bad CGI.
There was some craftsmanship into the OMAC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some intern had to make him.
Remember those creepy walls in Neverending Story? Like,
Yes.
how, it was like, I can't move and I'm fucking eating rocks. I'm
Oh,
obese and
yeah.
I'm depressed. I'm just gonna sit here and eat rocks.
Yes.
Like that had like weight to it. You could see it. You could feel
a
it.
lot of weight.
Oh yeah, but you also just sort of like you knew it was good. Like I don't know, you felt it. You know what I mean?
It's
It's like-
That was
something.
a well-made movie.
yeah. There's like things in there,
Yeah, they were things.
but this is just like big CGI. It looks like worse than Spider-Man 3 a little bit.
And you know,
It's worse than
There's
Sandman.
like no
yeah.
detail whatsoever.
Atreyu much better than this Beck.
Much better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, because that was a puppet. It was a tangible puppet.
Huh?
I will say this movie's
Atreyu was a boy.
Oh, what's the name of the dog?
I don't know. Flying
Falcor.
fucker.
Oh, Falkor.
yeah,
That's what
Falkor,
Falkor's.
yeah.
I don't know.
the fucking dog that laughs like Ernest Borgnine. Let's go.
Yeah, let's see. Atreyu gets in the back like he's Snake Plissken in that cab, and you got
Atreyu
Ernest
might as well be
Borgnine.
portrayed by a puppet. By the way.
Let's go get John Cassavetes. But that's the thing is like, if Beck was younger, it would be like, if this movie was like for children, like let's do it that way.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? It might as well really be for. Why did you be
you'd have to-
25?
But this is for children, right?
I think it's for adults.
Is this
people.
R?
For idiots.
It's not, and that's the problem. That's what I was noting was the problem. You need fucking nudity of all kinds. You need gore.
There's gore. It's just gold.
No, but see, that's what's fucking stupid. It's like when
In
Mortal
my
Kombat.
second term is going to be golden gore.
It's going to look like Velvet Goldmine in here.
It's like when Mortal Kombat, instead of blood, like they were just like spitting.
Oh, it was like sweat.
Yeah, and it was like, no, like I just shot a harpoon in you. Your fucking stomach isn't sweating.
But I think it's either one or the other. Make it for kids, and like, yeah, you can have all these B-level actors in it too.
Sure.
But it's just for children, and that's fine.
Well, because
or make it for adults, and let's get some fucking blood and go.
a PG-13 movie is not fucking with your already inevitable terrible box office.
Yes.
Like, if anything, you have to look at this movie and you're like, all right, man, listen, we got like a bevy of white people playing Egyptians with fucking terrible accents. This is horrendous.
Our
what?
CGI button was cut into a quarter.
Oh, totally. Andy Serkis laughed in our face. Like,
The ship is going down.
We
have turned this down.
They put this out in IMAX 3D, according to Wikipedia.
Really?
but you need to make this movie so bloody and disgusting.
Sure.
That when people like Chris Cabin are reviewing it, they're like, this movie was so bloody and disgusting.
It's daring.
And then that gets people like, all right, well, at least it's supposed to be bloody and disgusting.
Base instincts.
Or turn into the Skid and let's do Flash Gordon, because this movie's so close to it.
That's
Totally.
true,
Like,
yeah.
really find a way to.
Why can't Beck be from, America Now or something?
Yes.
Why not
man.
just get rid of fucking Beck?
You know
yeah.
what? That's
Yes.
probably the greatest thing that's been brought up all
Get
night.
the fuck out of here.
Now you said American Beck. Now I'm thinking,
Yes.
get Becker in there. Get Ted Danson.
Yes.
a better
Oh.
movie.
Yeah, better
Definitely.
movie.
for
It's
sure.
Ted Danson in
could
fake
bring
ancient Egypt.
His practical Bronx physician sensibility. And
Yes.
I've never seen a second of that
I've
show.
watched way too much
Really?
of that.
And
A
I
lot of
love
that.
Ted Danson.
You're
I was
not
like,
missing
nope.
much.
You're not
Yeah.
missing anything.
No,
I,
I
that's
watched
that's
a lot of that
at
shit.
least like 5 times a year I utter the phrase, thanks anyway, CBS.
In Becker, they used a lot of exterior shots of Astoria.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I think even Broadway and 31st Street makes an appearance.
Oh shit,
Even though
dude.
that's even though that's Queens and it's supposed to be the Bronx. But
Yeah, but that's King of Falafel territory right
Yeah,
there.
oh, it sure is. Hey, are they a sponsor on today's show?
No, but I'll tell you anyway, I went to the King last week on my vacation. It was delish.
Man, they are the best.
That's right. When in Astoria, Queens, visit the King of Falafel.
Promo code Fat Guy.
Can we talk about the scene where these idiots make 2 giant snakes commit suicide?
Yes,
my
that's
God.
Second best scene of the movie, or best scene
This
of
is
the movie.
also the this is the second time that Jamie Lannister went after a couple of sand snakes. Game
You
of
can't,
Thrones.
you can't see that Eric is elbowing the air.
towards me.
I don't get it because I haven't watched it in 2 seasons.
Yeah,
what are you
well,
talking about?
don't worry about it.
All right.
But I mean, the snakes are cool. But the weird thing is, I mean, like, as if this movie didn't have enough racial problems. There's these like 2, like they're like, I don't know, they're female hunters that ride snakes. One is white, one is black. The white lady rides a white snake, and the black lady rides a fucking black snake. What are we
Wow.
talking
You know,
about here?
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, that's just good old semiotics.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's just stupid.
Yeah.
So, basically, Elodie Young, whose goddess powers change by the minute.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause she's like-
she's really morphing.
She's like the goddess of love, but she's got this bracelet that keeps her out of demon land, and then she can also control animals.
Oh,
She
right.
no. The thing is,
make
she states
anybody-
that any man or beast
Oh, okay.
that's heart is not already owned by another, she can control. And I
these-
was like,
These snakes are free agents.
these
huh?
snakes are totally single, dude.
Oh man, they're on Craigslist.
Yeah,
S for
dude.
S.
Oh, S for S.
God.
I already have some eggs of my own.
Oh Lord,
Missed
Almighty.
connection, snake. I saw you on the L train. I was the giant white snake. Tell me who was on my back. Right back to this message.
Jesus.
Oh,
But yeah, so she makes one of these snakes. One of these snakes basically just falls off the cliff.
it's a real Wile E. Coyote death.
But before that happens, Jamie Lannister wraps this lady's neck around a wire so she's not getting that off. It's pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah, I like that.
And then the Elodie Young makes the snake burn itself alive, which
She's
is
like,
pretty dope.
kill yourself. And this snake, who can breathe fire, obviously,
Of course.
starts
and
just
is
like,
not in a committed relationship. This snake can
Right.
breathe fire and is not in a committed
Single
relationship.
as fuck.
how are you a fire-breathing giant snake and you are still on the market? That's fucked up.
That
They must be racist
Is a good question because
or unemployed.
There's got to be something hidden, right?
There's some
Somebody's-
deep dark secret with this snake.
Come on, everybody needs something burned.
There's a lot of skins in this snake's closet.
That's so that's the end of Babes riding snakes.
Yeah, that ends pretty quickly. We go to the Sphinx thing. Basically, the Sphinx Riddle is like tomorrow, which is lame. It's like, I'm always about to happen, but I never do.
What's inside us? Something or other.
This reminded me, man. You know what? I dislike a lot of things. You know what's up there? Riddles and people who tell them.
Oh shit! Take that, the Riddler.
Yeah, no thanks. No thanks, James Carey. In that
How about
movie.
anecdotes?
You like
just
anecdotes.
stories?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't like riddles.
No, anecdotes are fun. That's what we do every mailbag episode is
Well,
anecdotes.
it's just a random thing to just be like, all riddles. Fuck them.
No, can you, just listen to what that Sphinx says.
Okay.
There are people in the real world. There's probably like a fucking riddle convention.
A riddle convention.
Dude, if they can have crossword puzzle
Yeah,
tournaments
San Bernardino.
where it's just people trying to fucking goof
here's
each
a
other with
question.
riddles.
Is the location of the riddle convention a riddle? Like, to get
that's
there?
it.
Yes.
It would have to be.
Right.
Yes,
Goof
that's
each other. Is that what O.J. Simpson was doing in that hotel?
Man, he goofed a lot of people with a knife. I'll tell you that. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I was just goofing.
So
This just in, goofing is legal in the state of California.
he basically then like they win, and Set comes up and like rips Chadwick Boseman's brain out of his head.
Yeah, who saw that coming?
Oh, and by the way, the set decoration in this portion of the film resembles Bowser's castle.
It
Yes,
absolutely
really,
does.
really does.
He had to jump over Gerard Butler and hit the axe, and then he falls into the pit.
There's
You
also-
got to
he has
look at the ghost, or it's going to come at you.
There's also a portion that looks like Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I was
The
going to say,
tall grass.
And then for some reason, a gigantic bullet got shot at me.
big little bombs with feet.
they get trapped in. Is this the part where they get trapped in like a T-Rex's rib cage?
Yes, and then like
What's with these flying turtles?
and Gerard Butler takes the water. Is like, this was the thing you're gonna use to defeat me. Guess you won't now. And at this point, we have our rift in the road here because he's like, hey Beck, yeah, you're a really cool guy, Beck, and you're only helping him because you think you're gonna bring back your girlfriend. But newsflash, no one can do that. And like,
Right.
everybody feels bad for him or something.
Well, that's what you're supposed to feel, but who could feel anything for watching this movie?
So then, like, Gerard Butler totally James Bonds them. He's like, now everyone's gonna die, but I can't stick around. And he leaves. And
Yep.
it's like, whatever, man.
But then Jamie Lannister's just like, Bart, the rib cage opens.
Yes.
Like he's got his little like magic staff, and he just kind of like pushes a little bit, and this thing cracks open like a muscle.
Mhm.
And you're like, all right.
And then, basically, Elodie Young feels real bad. She's like, "Hey, man, I only have this weird little bracelet that can only, all it can do is keep me out of hell. But I give it to your girlfriend. She'll be able to go to heaven, or not heaven, but whatever.
The afterlife.
afterlife.
The nice neighborhood in the afterlife.
You want to buy in now.
the gated
It's a-
community.
Thank you, Chris. There's going to be a wall around this community.
And 24/7 security, I assure.
So,
When you get to the pearly gates, St. Peter is going to look at your application, and he'll take one look at you and just mark a little innocent C in the corner of it.
He will have a swatch with the correct skin color, and we will see how you measure up.
Heaven, now sponsored by Sherman Williams.
she basically sacrifices herself for no reason.
Well, she used to be like the Afterlife's PR assistant or something.
She's had a varied career.
Yeah,
as a god.
she's really moved around.
Comes a lot of odd jobs. So they go down to hell. They go down to the underworld. Anubis is there, who's cool looking.
And I was wondering,
Is he?
I think. I
Oh,
mean,
man,
it's
this
kinda
is
cool
fucking
looking, man.
cool as shit. bro.
he looks better because he's actually an animal person. Everybody else turns into mech zords.
You know what? Just
He's
make
like,
them animal people and have the celebrities do the
do the
fun
voices.
voice.
That's
Yes,
exactly right. Which is what I was
If we
wondering:
have to.
is Anubis done by anybody? The
No,
answer
he's
is
not.
no.
Is it Welker? No.
no, it's not Welker. It's just some guy.
Well, it's speaking English. Of course, it's not Frank Welker.
At this point, now Gerard Butler mech zords himself into a super demon.
he becomes Uber Jason.
He
Yes.
does.
Super Shredder.
He does. He's got the wings. He takes the eyeball. He takes the brain.
It is all so stupid.
And he goes up to Ra, and Ra's like, "Am I still in this? Oh shit! I've got to be on set in 5 minutes. I thought that was a cameo.
Are you
Sorry,
fucking kidding me? I'm getting killed by Gerard Butler
I was
on
just
screen.
I was
Alex.
stepping into a car. I thought I was done. for
Oh,
the
no, I was
day.
leaving Australia. Oh, speaking of Australia, Bruce Pence is in this movie because he has to be.
Where was he though? I
He
saw
plays-
him on the Tribune list.
He's playing the CGI goblin that lets you into the
Sphinx?
afterlife.
the
No,
dude
no,
sitting
the-
on the throne.
The judge or whatever. So, like, because it's
Oh.
Australia, and I don't know if you guys know this about Australia, is all the scripts for the movies go to Bruce Spence first, and he passes or plays in it. So
He's
that's
like, "Am I flying a big helicopter in this?" Yes. Well, then it's a yes.
and we're playing is there a wasteland anywhere near this? All right, then I'll be in it.
Oh wait, bonus points if I'm sitting down the whole time.
Let me ask you this. Do I get my face painted? That's a yes.
Wow, yeah, I saw him in the credits, and I was like, "Where is this dude?" Well, who could tell? Because he's dressed up like a monster.
Basically, you either have enough cash, which it's basically living in New York. You either have enough cash, or they fucking throw you into the cold. And you
That's
die.
exactly right.
You get disintegrated.
Yeah, that's exactly.
This
It is New York. It's actually New York.
This fragile old woman turns to sand before your eyes.
Pretty great.
And what was crazy, I couldn't believe they got him for this cameo, dude. Out of nowhere, this woman's disintegrating, and Rudy Giuliani comes out. He's like, "Thea, I fucking told you, you shitty poor people. You're gonna be finished in the town." Boy, remember him? Whatever happened to that?
not
Fucking
much.
fart noise.
Back in the wrong horse.
That's embarrassing.
So
got Christied.
uh,
Sorry, I hit the "you got Christied" button.
Get him out of here. Get Giuliani. Get Christie. Get him out of here. Kill their families.
Except for Giuliani's young daughter, she's pretty hot.
he goes up to Ra and he takes his staff and like he kind of freshmans him. You know what I mean? Like, I think he does this keep away with it. I think
It's just so stupid because
he knocks him off his boat too.
He knocks him off the boat, but like there's no
shit,
fight.
Ted Kennedy. Oh, what? That's for the other side.
Yeah, everybody's
See, it's
getting
fair and balanced.
It is.
Just like Fox News. We'll say one thing here
yeah,
and
you're
make
good.
up for the rest.
Oh, now you knocked him off my boat, the SS Chappaquiddick. See, we can make fun of anybody.
Era, you killed her.
Era, fuck you, Ra. I want to replace the sun god.
I was a lion in the Senate, but I'm still in hell.
Oh, he's definitely deep down there, dude.
Actually, he was just white enough.
Oh, he got
It
in,
erased all the other crimes.
as it often does.
You could do anything if you're white.
So basically, now
Executive order.
Gerard Butler's plan, I guess, is that to have this demon eat the afterlife, so that there is no afterlife.
Correct. So then he could just live on Earth forever.
He's really like not thinking about
Yeah.
surprise Gerard Butler character Gerard Butler fucking plays doesn't think ahead.
Yeah.
But like he goes up there and he's like, "I want to be immortal, Dad." And he's like, "There's no way for you to be immortal. You have to eat hell, and then maybe you become." He's like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna kill you anyway, and then I'm gonna eat hell, and then I'm gonna be immortal." And like,
Well, tonight we do dine in hell. Tonight
that's
we dine
right.
upon hell.
That's
To
right.
quote
Gerard Butler.
I was going to say,
300.
you know what, man?
300.
I never thought I'd find myself sitting on the couch being like, wonder what's going on 300 right now.
Yeah, it'd be great.
You are praying to watch 300 watching this movie.
I would pray on Olympus would fall and London would fall.
I was eat, pray, loving.
I was a straight. I think that was on a P.S. I Love You.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
fucking
shit.
stupid movie.
Ain't that the awful truth?
I was like,
The ugly truth.
I was like,
Excuse me.
Pardon me. It's the worst movie ever made.
I was
and
like,
it's called
what's
The
that
Ugly
movie
Truth.
where one of them is a bail bondsman and the other one is Jennifer
the bounty
Aniston?
hunter.
I'm
Oh,
just
right.
a bounty hunting.
They filmed that.
What that was?
They filmed part of that movie
Right near
right down
old
the street
apartment.
from my old apartment.
Yes.
Right on our corner.
Oh, yeah, where you
me
guys
and
used to
Chris
live?
used to live.
And I remember being like, "Oh, cool! It's a movie set in New York. Let's go read what the posting says." Oh, the new Gerard Butler movie. Keep walking.
He worked in that movie. He worked for a bail bonds company.
Yes.
They left that decal for the bail bond company on
Forever.
that
Yep.
empty storefront forever for like a year. I was walking through that fucking movie for like a fucking year.
Wow, must have been surreal. It's like walking through Toontown.
Yeah.
Bad movie Toontown.
Man, that's a frightening place
Fuck,
to stroll
man.
through.
You know what? If I'm in Gerard Butler movie town, give me the dip. Give me the fucking dip.
And he talked like that.
Gerard Butler movie. I like that idea. I mean, there
so
would be
many
no
ca-
American. There'd
yeah.
be no American government because everyone would be dead.
Yeah.
Sure.
Many presidents would have
A
been dead
lot
by
of
now.
Catherine Heigls.
A lot of there'd be nothing. Every fifth woman is Catherine Heigl.
A couple Jennifer Anistons.
Oh man, that sounds like a nightmare.
And it's all this sacrifice, by the way, is also that he can just say goodbye to Zaya, like at the afterlife.
Yeah, Beck is.
game.
Yeah, she sacrificed herself just so Beck can be like, bye.
Oh, I guess. Oh, my
She's-
hand went right through you. Well, this was useless.
You're buying a nice house in heaven, and she's going to keep it for you until you get there.
Oh, I see.
Well, I think, the thing was he's going to give her that amulet because she's poor as fuck and she sees that old lady disintegrate in front of Giuliani's eyes. And he's like, here, take this so then, you can have something to offer these fucking monsters. And she's like, nah, that's cool. But then, like, Gerard Butler kills Ra and the whole thing gets turned on its head.
Yeah.
And, how convenient is this?
Yeah, and then everyone makes fun of the rent is too damn high guy because he talks funny, but he's actually got a lot of good ideas.
Yeah, but good ideas don't matter anymore.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
Not with that facial hair, no.
Oh God! So what happens now?
Well, then the Langolier is going to come to Earth
Right.
next.
He's Pac-Manning the earth. He's like, nom, 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 nom. And basically, they're like, "Oh, we have to go to the big temple for the big fight. Let's get there."
Yeah.
And on they're taking an elevator. Horace and Beck are,
And
Horace
Rufus Sewell.
and Rufus Sewell because he's got to show them where everything is. And then Horace is like, "I'm gonna take the really slow way and scale this building."
Sure, because I'm big and muscly and whatever.
And then, of course, Rufus Sewell and Beck get into a fight because who could care?
He gets Hans Gruber, that
He
Rufus
does.
Sewell. He
It's-
goes
it's-
right
it's
over
pretty
the side.
okay. I
I
like it.
like
was
it.
totally
It was
fine
a
with
nice
it.
one.
I did
thought.
want to see him land, though. Like, let's just do it, all right? Gods of Egypt.
Or you know what?
Exactly.
Even like a far away, and I just see like a tiny black thing like bend
Yeah.
by a rock.
Oh right, yeah.
Or he could Titanic himself on the way down. He hits
Yeah,
a fucking
yeah.
pole.
Oh,
Oh,
Rufus
yeah.
Sewell as propeller
And
guy.
then-
Or that guy from The Rock who gets impaled on the fence.
Yes.
Oh
There's
shit! You
got-
know what? Because of propeller guy, we forget about that guy.
Yes.
He's
I wanted to
overlooked.
shed some light on, Michael Bay's only good movie.
But he should at very least explode in a fantastic spray of blood and bones.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or like he gets down there. There's a bunch of spikes and Noob Cyback goes Dusty and goes away. Like something. Give me something.
I agree with that.
This movie needed a Noob Cybot cameo big
Isn't
time.
it? Wait, now I don't know much about much. But
Uh-huh.
is Noob Saibot an Egyptian god?
Even,
Is that name
that might
from,
be true.
It's from the heavens, I think.
I think so. I think you're
well, I
right.
think this movie.
Or he was an. Oh no, he was an ancient astronaut.
this movie got its special effects from Midway Games. So.
They definitely did. So we're fighting on the top of this tower, man.
And he turns into the Megazord with the big thing and the wings and everything.
You cut to this like cheap robot in a command center, and she's like, "Ay ay 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 ay," and you're like, "That's
God.
weird."
But the funny thing is, like, he goes through this whole transformation process. These things are barely attached. he rips the wings off so easily.
Yeah, he picks the is it the eyeball?
Yeah,
like,
the eyeball
right
out
out.
like a grape off a vine. It's like, what are we talking about? Why did you even bother with this?
And also, if you want to hear the bullshit, man,
Mhm.
the real bullshit,
Oh shit, man! Here
it's
comes the
fucking
ugly
Horace
truth.
is about to get his second eye back,
yeah,
and fucking Beck,
yes,
idiot, is in trouble.
Yeah,
About to fucking fall to his death.
That's
Yep.
true.
And
you know
I
what?
am just praying for him to go, man.
And this is
Pray for
bullshit.
death.
It's bullshit, and I'll tell you why it's bullshit. Because here is Horace. He's trying to save all the land, all of Egypt, and he has to subscribe to the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Let that turd fall.
Yes, exactly.
Into the burning chaos below. Yes,
that's actually
die.
That's what Horace's whole like kind of arc is. It's like he's really selfish, but it's like, oh no, it's about all of the people who worship you.
Sure.
So it's
Learning
not
about
about this
the
little
people.
guy, this little friend of yours.
Get
Like,
your
Well, no,
eye
he
back.
represents the people.
I see.
You know,
But then they just make it a double bit of bullshit because the whole thing at the beginning of the movie, he's like, oh, I can't turn into my animorph because I don't have both of my eyes.
Sure.
But then he just
It's like,
does.
that's the same thing that happened to Sammy Davis Jr. Actually.
Oh, that's right. He could not animorph. That's why he got stuck in the Rat Pack.
same with Peter Falk, right?
Yeah, that's why he got stuck in the Rat Pack. Or the Cassavetes pack.
I'm sorry, Cassavetes. I can't turn into the lion anymore. I lost one of my eyes. I would love to turn back into the lion.
I know you were you're planning on putting in husbands. I know it would have been a good part. I know.
Give me a couple weeks, maybe a couple years. See if I can do it for husbands too.
Husbands too, still beating our wives.
They're just yelling at each other, but then like half the movie is just a lion chained up in a room.
Husbands too, still debasing that German waitress.
It's basically what Mikey and Nikki is.
Oh man! So then Gerard Butler just gets murdered at some point.
Yeah,
It's
he
fine.
looks like
They have a
he's
big
like-
fight.
They have a big fight. He stabs him a bunch, and now he looks like he's at the end of a fucking Baz Luhrmann movie, man. There's gold all over. He's like, you can't kill me. I'll let you live once.
Dude, it was like that wrestler Gold Dust had diarrhea.
The gold looks really shitty. It's
It
not a really good
sucks.
blood. I don't know. You know, it's weird. Like non-red blood is just always silly, except for actually.
Of course it is, because it's not real.
Ian Holm blowing up like a fucking milk crate in Alien is pretty fun.
Who is he blowing?
No, when he has that android freak out in Alien and his white shit going everywhere.
Oh, that's right.
That's
that ain't
kind of
bad.
That's not bad. Him and Bishop, Lance Henriksen gets
Right.
it in Aliens. He's
But
just
that's
swimming in milk.
But it's a known robot. And
Yeah.
I guess like that's a thing versus this guy who like he's only different because he's a few feet taller than everybody
Yes,
else.
he's
Like
George Murasan.
The Black Blood and We Are What We Are.
that
In the opening.
cannibal
The
movie.
cannibal, the
Yeah,
Mexican
yeah.
cannibal movie.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
I like that.
don't
I
know.
thought that was good.
You know what doesn't
you-
work though? Gold.
I
Gold.
kind of like the gold blood.
All right.
It's stupid,
Yes,
very stupid.
incredibly so.
But you're watching Gods of Egypt.
Sure.
You know what? You're
A
already
fair
dead.
point. A fair point.
So
he's dead.
He's dead, and then Geoffrey Rush is brought back to life almost immediately.
Well, because Geoffrey Rush has been like falling to Earth for like an hour and a half. He's taking the slow boat back to Earth, and Horace goes and restores his position. And like the weird thing is like when Gerard Butler goes up to, he's like, "Finally, someone to take my place. I can retire."
Yeah.
And then like Horace is like, "Well, see you later. And it's
Adios,
old-
Dad. I'm leaving you in the home.
Yeah, you can just keep fighting that demon forever. Goodbye."
Yeah, which he does. He comes back. He's like, "All right, come on, fire semen."
But then he starts to lose it and writes something on the wall in his turd, like the Savages.
Oh, I thought you were gonna,
Remember
I
that
thought you were
movie?
making a Quills joke.
You must bring me my quills.
There we go.
Either or, same
you know what? We
difference.
got it all together.
You're seeing Jeffrey Rush ding dong in that movie too.
Nothing but
Oh,
he's
yeah.
flapping around in that
Oh,
one.
you know it, dude.
How's that shaping up?
That's all right. I saw it in theaters on the big screen.
That
need
and
that.
the feces. It was just magical.
Oh man, Quills and IMAX 3D. Now we're really getting it.
Talk about large format.
God.
That was stupid.
But man, I can't wait till I get to the age where I'm writing shit on the wall
Mhm.
in shit.
So like at the end of the movie, like Horus is king of Egypt. Everybody comes back to life.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
what
Mhm.
ever?
Chewbacca is
Yeah.
honored.
He finally gets
Which
the
is-
medal.
Wait, did Chewbacca die?
Chewbacca finally got that medal. That Leia
finally got that
snubs him
medal.
on.
But yeah, Abe Lincoln is there. You know, we got everyone's
JFK.
in era. Oh, don't bring back that dame.
Gerard, leave her in that river. The river sticks.
Oh God.
So, but at the end of the movie, we're setting up a sequel here because like Beck is like the advisor to the king. And
Sure.
there's He's like, oh, by the way, thank you for saving my life. He's like, yeah, I realized that I had to learn a lesson. It's a movie that you do. That's react. By the end of it, I should probably learn something. Like, yeah,
Turns out I'm a protagonist.
Even though nobody wanted me to be one.
So he's like, oh, by the way, I kept this bracelet that, that can get your girlfriend out of hell, Elodie Young there. And it's like, oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, I guess I have an adventure for the sequel.
Which, how is it not? I mean, this movie ends with him, like, flying all through town. Why doesn't he fly right into the ground?
I should say that he brings back he also brings back Zaya there.
Yes, Zaya is
Zaya
alive.
is
Yeah,
well, because also, what's his name fucking dies for
Beck
2 seconds.
even
Even
dies.
though it was impossible for the entire movie.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Fine,
but like Chadwick
fine,
Boseman's
whatever.
hanging out. That winged lady is back.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't know if
they're
the snake ladies come back. I think they
no,
stay in
well,
the
they
ground.
were evil. And they also make a point. They're like, by the way, audience, Bryan Brown isn't coming back because, I don't know, he'd already crossed into the afterlife.
He doesn't want to, Jamie Lannister's
Well,
going
'cause
to be
he was-
king now. He doesn't want to
Right.
give it back to the old man.
He was also chopped up.
He was
Oh,
chopped
was he?
up?
He was,
Yeah.
That's the legend, is that he was chopped
The
up.
well, this
Legends.
movie doesn't have anything.
No, but they
the
do
legend.
say he's chopped up.
They said
Oh,
that-
do
yeah,
they?
and it's
Oh.
off screen. It's off screen. It's like, and then they chopped up my father and scattered him about.
No, I need to
and
see.
the desert was salted
But
with my mother's
can-
tears.
Can I tell you what so Horace, the character,
Yeah, sure.
this is where it is good to have a art historian for a wife.
Sure.
Horace, so what happens in the actual legend is that happens. He gets cut up, scrawled everywhere. The only thing that Isis can't find
Cock.
is the cock.
Yes.
So
Really?
she
I
makes
love Egyptians.
a golden cock
Oh.
and inseminates herself with it.
Oh, my
and that's
God.
how Horace is born.
This is how they're funding ISIS.
Chris Cavan's Gods of Egypt game.
that's
10 stars out of 10 from a fake IGN review.
It's really weird and really gross, and I would have rather that
Yeah,
be in
no,
the
can you-
movie.
You won't
What-
last 5 minutes playing this game.
What does happen to Bryan Brown's dick? That's my question.
I think it's with the
I
rest
don't
of
bring
Bryan
it.
Brown.
It's
There's the biggest piece of shit when they right before the snake ladies come. They're in this like what turns out to be a cemetery, but it used to be like a garden that Bryan Brown cultivated. And there's like this 10, not even 10, like a 5-second flashback of like the way this garden used to look, and Bryan Brown's walking like, "Hello, I'm back in this movie," and then he's gone like instantly. And I was like, no, there should be a whole flashback scene with Bryan Brown, and then like Horace as a little kid, maybe. How cool is that?
You want this movie to be longer? Is that
Yeah,
what you're
yeah,
saying?
really.
You want more?
you
want to
go the full Dark Knight, huh?
No, just fucking cut something else.
Yeah, cut anything out.
Figure something out.
Yeah.
The biggest like dumbass thing they do with the CGI in this movie. So like Horace is in his mech suit and he's flying all over the place, and he decides to like fly along the Nile at the end, and they have the balls to have fake water come up and hit the camera. Fucking suck it. I hate that. Blood hitting the camera, water hitting the camera. It's so dumb.
That's your IMAX 3D there. That paid for your ticket.
Oh man,
It's
that
like-
didn't make
it's like
anything.
I was there.
It didn't make anything worth $19.
What is the 4DX thing? That you could skip that, right?
Oh, wait, that's
40X?
when they like you get a butt massage.
I think
Yeah.
yeah, you're in like a chair,
and,
like
a,
you're
and, a young,
DC.
and a young boy hands you a soda, and you're having a time at the movies.
Yeah, your seat,
Fans
your
you.
seat vibrates.
It's like a rumble pack.
It's a rumble
N64.
pack for your ass.
And there's
Yeah.
smell-o-vision.
Sure, that's a
Fans you while you watch Miss
Yeah.
Peregrine's.
There's like mist in there too, I think, right? Some
Oh,
mist.
there is
Maybe
mist.
a spray. Yeah, look, yeah.
For
You know what?
sure.
Here's the thing.
Mountain
Just let
Dew.
me watch a movie.
That'd be
Can
great.
I please watch a movie? You desperate fucks. You desperate, creatively bankrupt fucks.
And it's just like I almost bought a ticket. It was like $25. I'm like, well, that's too much. I was like, 4DX? No.
yeah, you can watch Gods of Egypt with a fucking butt plug up your ass. 4DX. Yeah.
You just try and last 5 minutes in Gods of Egypt.
10 stars. Fake IGN review.
Oh my god.
Oh, well, aside from Eric, who's a yes, would anyone recommend this movie?
I wouldn't. I wish it was a little shorter, and I do wish they kind of. It is almost a campy like piece of shit, but
Yes.
it believes in itself too much. And Alex Proyas, who I think Dark City's a cool movie, and the
Dark
Crow's
City's great. I love
Crow's
The
a good
Crow.
movie.
Crow
Yeah.
is really,
These are
really
good movies.
Knowing that's a fucking turd.
Oh,
Yeah.
Eric and I saw that in theaters one sad Wednesday night.
Yeah, I don't recommend that one.
So that's a no for me.
That's a huge no for me. No, absolutely no. This is boring as fuck.
Eric, why'd you like it?
Because the thing is, like, one thing I like about it is like you said, it's trying.
Yes.
So it fails on its own merit. It's like it's an actual bad movie.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
not like a wink at the camera bad movie.
That's a good
Sure.
point.
And it's dumb and colorful, and I'm not saying it's a good movie. I'm saying if you want to get wasted on a Sunday afternoon because your life's in disarray, like some of ours,
Sure.
whatever.
You enjoy yourself.
But I don't think then that would necessarily qualify as a hangover movie, because this movie for me is like just one hair away from being a hangover movie. It's got the length, that's for
It's
sure.
too
Don't worry about that.
convoluted.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's
who's doing what and why?
too much is going on.
Yeah,
Just fucking par this down.
Just let go, Indiana.
That's Gods of Egypt, directed by Alex Proyas. If you want more We Hate Movies, check out WHMpodcast.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and write into the mailbag, weallhatemovies@gmail.com. Rate and review the show wherever you get it. We would greatly appreciate that, of course. What do we got going on next week?
It's a little movie called Independence Day Resurgence. Is it
Oh,
Resurgence?
it's Resurgence.
It's
Not
fucking resurgence. I'll tell you that,
It's
Steve.
not Regeneration. I've not seen this movie yet, so I don't know what I'm
Oh
doing.
my God.
I've not seen it either.
Can I tell you? I'll tell it here as like a tease for the episode.
Oh, good.
Fucking tease me.
So I saw this movie and
And you won't last 5 minutes through Andrew's
oh
tease.
man, this
man.
tease 10 stars on a fake IGN movie.
ID Edge.
I'm gonna download Andrew Jubin's tease.
I saw this movie at an exhibitor screening, and there was a bunch of Fox people there, and I don't know who
Silver Foxes.
this dude was. A silver fox, but I don't know their name, so it's not like I'm naming anybody.
Jeff.
So like the movie lights go down, and the logo comes up, and it's like 2 seconds into this movie, and this like big. He's clearly a big Fox so-and-so, because he's at a Fox exhibitor screening wearing like a suit that could own me.
Okay.
And he leans over to the dude next to him and he goes, "Yeah, this is a real shit show." And I'm just like, got it, strapped in. For ID 42. Oh, where there's a painting of Will Smith. We'll get to it next week. We'll get to the painting of Will Smith next week. Until then, I'm Andrew Jupin.
Steven Seda.
Eric Siska.
Chris Cabin.
Take it easy.